Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Monday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, and live coverage of the DSRL Monday Night Thunder Kings RoadHouse Truck Series presented by Midwest Barbecue Equipment. New season. Kicking it off. The big 2-miler. The old Autoclub Speedway. Transitioning from day to night as the sun goes down. The lights will come up and the action will just get hotter as the night goes on. A lot of new faces, a lot of old faces, and a few faces that are made for radio in the field tonight. We want to start things off by grabbing last season's champ real quick, find out what he thinks about tonight. And what he thinks his chances are going to be to repeat. So let's get him and get him up here. Adam Vinny, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you. What's up, bud?
All right, man. Defending series champion, kicking off the new season. Huge, gigantic confines of Autoclub Speedway. First of all, hardware will be on its way to you ASAP. And
All right.
All-Star Race didn't do you any harm at all. You're going to come in here, still the defending series champion. What do you think you got to do tonight to take it to victory lane? And What do you think you're going to have to do all season to repeat?
Oh, man. Those are some very good questions, and the easiest answer is always keep the truck clean and out of harm's way, and just pray that we hit the setup better than everybody else. I mean, this whole group just full of serious drivers and just really, really tough. So a whole lot of luck, basically.
Well, tonight you're going to kick off. We're transitioning from happy hour here. It's going to get dark. The lights are going to come up. That's going to change the track a little. What's it going to take to keep up with it, knowing that you only have the 2 sets of tires?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we're out here, it's always tire management. So can't really scrub the tires too much. Just keep the truck under us and face forward. And yeah, just don't over abuse the tires or the truck. Otherwise, the truck's going to get mad at you and it will not do what you want it to do.
Well, Mom's in the chat already saying hi to everybody. So quick shout out to Mom before I throw you back with your teammate and you guys can get ready to qualify.
Sounds good. Yeah, shout out to everybody watching, my parents and everybody. Hopefully you enjoy the show.
All right, man. Congratulations on last season. Good luck this season. Thanks for chatting with us. Hopefully at the end of this thing we get a chance to talk to you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Roger.
Adam Vinny, your defending series champion. Out here trying to three-peat. He actually won the inaugural season, the test season, too. So he is trying to three-peat here tonight. He's got a lot of people that are going to be chasing him like the hounds chase the jackrabbit. So we'll see how he does. Hello, Miss Jane. I fixed it, Seth. I fixed it. Where's your dad at? We need to get him on Discord so we can talk to him during the race. We need to get him set up with that. You need to fix it on his phone for him. Teach him how to use it. We got a few new faces. We got a guy right here. I don't know. He's on the track. The old 6 truck of Greg Smith. He runs on Wednesday nights over with the Midwest guys. Drives the 60 over there. This new guy, Jacob Collins. First time seeing him in here tonight. Trying to see who's behind him. Garrett Boyd. Oh, new paint for Garrett Boyd. Gone away from the blue onto a red, silver, and what looks like yellow and white. That's a pretty good looking truck. Brandon Steele's in here. Got a couple of other new guys, too. I'd like to get Wansing and Bigelow, but you guys will have to wait to see their trucks once we get ready to start the race. We are down to it, about a minute and 15 seconds until qualifying for round number 1, 12 races. Guys will race tonight and tomorrow night and Wednesday. Then next week, I will be gone. Monday and Tuesday will be off. KR Stolfus is going to cover you guys up on Wednesday for the Midwest Truck Series. Following week, I'll be back. And then we will kick through the season with just a couple of buys and a couple of special events planned as we work out details for all of those things moving on. So, old Father Time done changed up his paint on me. We're seeing him in that orange and white truck, and now he's got a little ghost gray going on. Still looks good. Got all the old man sponsors off the truck. This guy right here cracks me up. Got that O'Connell Funeral Home on the back of it. And I can tell you right now, if that guy has a crash, we got jokes. We got lots of them. Lots and lots of jokes for him. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. I don't care where you are. If you're on Facebook, like, share, follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You get to know every time we go live. Lots and lots of racing. All the time. There goes that tribute car to Mr. Mark Brunner, the Adam Vinny special. All right. Practice over. We are ready for qualifying for round 1 of season number 28 for DSRL. Watch these guys go around. They score points for their qualifying. 6 points for your pole. 4 points for your outside pole. 3, 2, and 1 back through the top 5. Starting next week, your top 5 in points will start at the back of the field after qualifying. We like to put a challenge to the guys. There goes your King's RoadHouse. And number 27, driven by Barack Bigelow. And here comes your number 5, Midwest Barbecue. The Smoke Show. 5 truck of Seth Wansing. Galen Gidman, always a contender week in, week out. Here's Mike Forstner. And that sponsored by the whole world, number 69. He's got everybody on there. Beef O'Brady's, Secure Lift, Boat Lift, Restraint Systems, King's RoadHouse. He's got everybody on that truck. Ryan Camba, we just talked about Mr. Camba and that Hardy's O'Connell's Funeral Home. There's Greg Smith in the Secure Lift, sponsored number 6 truck. Michael Everett, Midwest Truck Series number 8. I can sneak tell you guys that on July the 7th, Midwest Truck Series versus Digital Sim Racing League, we're going to have a grudge match challenge race. There's old Jay Schaff in the what I think is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles truck. I'm not really sure. I'm giving Jay a hard time. It's a Tim Sims truck. I wish he'd pick a number. Brandon Steele. Galen Gibner right now quickest at 39.504. Wansing is a tick off of that. Doyle Lawrence third quick. Mike Forstner was quick. Where's Adam Vinny? Adam Vinny's first time by. He's a little off the pace. Not too bad. About a 10th off, and he is going to shut it down. Shutting it down. Here comes Captain Spaulding. He is just now coming out for his warm-up lap. Let's go check on Jacob Collins. 12th quick after his 2. Here comes Brandon Steele coming by for lap number 1. Steele moves to 9th quick. 40.08 seconds, about a half second off. Noah Bowman was 7th quick. Greg Smith times in 10th quick. Wade Fields, there's Wade Fields shutting down the 1 truck on the backstretch. 11th. Let's follow Kevin Spaulding. Mackey, Bigelow, Schaff, King, Downing. No times posted as of yet. I'm not sure if Scott King has made it into the server at this very moment, but we do expect to see him at some point. Kevin Spaulding, 8th quick on lap number 1, 39.82. He needs to find 0.3 of a second. He's not going to find it up there. Definitely not going to find more than 1/4 of a second running the high line. That brush of the fence will negate his second lap. If it scored in iRacing as a contact, it will negate this lap. And he will end up 8th quick. So Gidman, Lawrence, Forstner, Vinny, and Rundle look like they're going to score the points for qualifying. Still 8th quick. So the first points of the season. Hello, Wisconsin. Welcome to the show, brother. So of our 20 drivers, 15 took time. Brandon Mackey, Brock Bigelow, Jay Schaff, Scott King. Oh, Scott King is on track. Tiny Dancer. Oh, he didn't make it. He ran out of time, but he rolled it out there. And then Travis Downing, newcomer to the series as well. Downing. So we'll get ready. We'll run through our starting lineup. They will get to start heads up for round number 1 with the 94 of Galen Gidman, G squared. On the pole, 39.504, his time in qualifying. Doyle Lawrence, the 88, will start on his outside. Row 2, the 69 of Mike Forstner inside. Adam Vinny, your defending series champion, in the 64 on the outside of that row. And then Father Time, the 43 of Reed Rundle, inside of row number 3 with Seth Wansing, multi-time winner last season in the series. He starts the 5-truck P6. Noah Bowman, the 24. Kevin Spaulding, the 25. Make up a row number 4. Row 5 is the 21 of Garrett Boyd, G-Body, in a top 10 starting spot to kick off the season. And he'll have the 105 of Brandon Steele beside him. Our 6th row is the 6 of Greg Smith and the 1 truck of Wade Fields. Michael Everett in the 8. Jacob Collins in the 2. Make up a row number 7. Row 8 is the 204 Ryan Campbell, next to the 27 of Brock Bigelow. Brandon Mackey in the 99 and Scott King, Tiny Dancer, in the 18. Row 9 and row 10, Travis Downing in the 10, Jay Schaff in the 14. That's your 20 starters. They'll go 60 times around. They get the set they qualified on for tires and 1 more 4-tire set, 2 lefts, 2 rights, for this 60-lap race. 24 to 25 laps is the window for fuel. The back of that truck is making me very happy. May the 4th be with you, and happy May the 4th, everybody. Doyle Lawrence understood the assignment, and we're happy for it. So season 28 is about to rumble to life on Monday Night Thunder. 20 of them kicking things off. 54 drivers scored points last season in this series. Round 1 of 12 over a 14-week season. They have 2 byes. We're going to have Memorial Day off, and we're going to have next week off. Yours truly gets a well-deserved vacation. All right, let's kick it back. Get back away a little bit. Watch this start, because that pace car is about to duck on off. They will be drafting. These trucks will get tight. They will get loose. If you go across the wake of the truck in front of you, you're going to get super tight, and you may snap loose. Either way, into the start zone. Green flags in the air. We're underway for round number 1. The King's RoadHouse Truck Series presented by Midwest BBQ Equipment, and Galen Gidman quickly kicks himself to the front. Adam Vinny on the high side. They're going to be 3 wide when they come out of 2. It looks like Vinny, Rundle, and Forstner. Forstner had to keep it pulled down on the bottom. He'll relinquish the spot to Adam Vinny. He may give up a spot here to Seth Wansing. Wansing trying to go by. Brandon Steele makes a dive to the inside. 3 wide on the exit of the corner. Wansing and Steele stacked above the 69 of Forstner, and they make it a clear getaway, and they get single file quickly. Wansing to 5th, Steele to 6th. Kevin Spaulding is now trying to work the high side on Forstner, and we'll see if the 25 truck can pull that off. It's Gidman out front. He's clear by about, a little over a 1/10 of a second. Doyle Lawrence is tucked right in there trying to get some air on the left front corner of that 88 truck. Nothing changing. Doyle Lawrence got a little wide. That truck washed out. I told you, when they get behind the truck in front of them, that dirty air cleans the front end off. No downforce, and it may take off up the hill, and it surely did. Here comes Seth Wansing around the outside of the 43. Adam Vinny. Quick dive to the inside on Gidman. The 88. I thought he was trying to get on that right rear corner, pull the 64 back to him so he could go around the outside, and he didn't do that. He was able to tuck in behind, but the 94 of Gidman's going to keep the 64 in check. Let's go back through the field a little bit. Greg Smith is back here in the 10th spot. He's right behind Kevin Spaulding, and then Brock Bigelow behind him. Everett and Bowman are side by side. That's for 12th and 13th. Mackey is tucked in behind them there. So is Jay Schaff. Wade Fields, Jacob Collins, Ryan Campbell, Scott King, and Travis Downing just a touch off of this group. He may not want to get in here and play just yet because these guys might be looking for a place to crash. No change, your front 7. We're single file coming up the backstretch with about an 8-car gap back to Garrett Boyd in the 8th spot. Four laps complete. Doyle Lawrence got back around Adam Vinny while we were gone, but Vinny's going to go right back at him again. Vinny just a tiny bit loose right there, late exit of the corner, and he'll have to get back in line. And Wansing's looking like he wants to get racy here for the 3rd spot. He may try to go 2 for 1. He's all the way up alongside Lawrence now. Side by side for that 3rd position, Vinny and Wansing, and Vinny's got a good run on the high side. He'll take the spot back. Wansing dips to the inside, shot that thing out there. Going to pull alongside Lawrence. Vinny got by Lawrence right there and took 2nd back away from him. Watch the 5 truck here for just a moment. Hello. Ow. Beef O'Brady's in the house, boys. Everybody mind your P's and Q's. That guy takes notes. That's what I heard. Reed Rundle and Mike Forstner getting ready to go at it. Forstner got alongside in turns 1 and 2, but that outside does have a little extra momentum. If you can get a good run from the center out, the high side, you can pull away from somebody down the backstretch, even in the draft. Garrett Boyd up to 7th in that 21 truck. He's opened up a little gap on Brandon Steele. Guys, we are about halfway through this run. I lied. I said 24. It's actually about 18 or 19 laps on fuel. It's 24 or 25 tomorrow night when we take the B cars to Kansas. So these guys are going to make 3 stops. If you run it dry, you can get to about lap 54 or 55. New leader coming out of turn number 4. Adam Vinny up to the point, and Gidman is under fire. Lawrence and Wansing are all right there. Reed Rundle still in the mix. Lawrence will pull across his nose. He dipped out to the inside right there to try to keep clean air and get a run alongside the 88. Wansing up the hill just a little bit on entry. Still the top 6. A little bit of a breakaway. Mike Forstner at the back of that line at the moment. Got Reed Rundle in front of him, Lawrence in front of that, then Wansing 3rd, Gidman 2nd, and Vinny 1st. And they are all super tight with each other right here. Top 3, literally nose to tail. We're just past the halfway point of the fuel run. And Gidman's going to get out of dirty air. Gidman will be the first to go to pit road. He's in the window to make it on one more stop. We'll see what he does. We're going back to watch, but he's the first truck on pit road. It's going to take him a minute to get there. Well, Jacob Collins looks like he has taken that 2 truck already to pit road. Gidman into his pit stall. Fuel only for the 94 truck. He rolls out. He will go a lap down. Is that right, Malik? You taught the 6 truck everything he knows? Well, there he is. He runs in 7th right now, but he looks like he might be making a bid to take over the 6th spot from Garrett Boyd momentarily. Good line of trucks. Boyd, Smith, Spalding, and then Bigelow are right back here. Brandon Steele on pit road. Oh, and he may be done. He may have hurt that truck. I don't know what happened to him. I don't see any damage. He entered the pits. Adam Vinny still out front. About 5-6 laps left. And Gidman is right in front of him. For clean air, he should be okay to maintain. Here's number 1 fan. Okay. Seth Wansing now up to the 2nd spot. Kind of looks like he's stalking Vinny here. Big run for the 5 truck. Pulls alongside. Inches in front of, but we'll see if he can hold that through turns 3 and 4. He had him clear for the slide job. We'll see if he executes, and he almost got there. But Vinny's got a good run up the backstretch. Lawrence chooses the inside to try to push the 5. And this time, Wansing goes in the middle. He'll go to the high side. Vinny down low. Rundle still 4th. Forstner 5th. And then Boyd is a little ways back. He leads a group of 5. He's got Spalding, Smith, Bigelow, and Schaff in that group. And Brandon Mackey is just off of them right outside the top 10 right now. Three wide for 3rd. Forstner, Rundle, Lawrence. And Lawrence follows the 2 in front, pulls the draft, and is able to hang on to that spot. Trucks all over the place. Out wide, down low, inside, outside. That time a little bump of the fence for the 5 truck. We're really close to pit stops. And we're going to watch some of our leaders and see who does what with tires here. Oh, Wansing a little loose right there, late in turn 2. Lawrence moved way inside to go into the corner. He may be getting ready to head for the pits. '88 truck drops it off. He'll go to pit road. Adam Vinny is on pit road. We're going to watch the leader and see what he does. Here comes Boyd, Bigelow, Mackey, and I believe that might be Jay Schaff pulling in behind them. Wade Fields. It's the 1 trucker, Wade Fields. We're going to watch what the leader does here. Tires, no tires. 2 tires. If he does take tires. Left side tires going on the 69. And away he goes. Wansing and company are coming in. Wansing, Rundle, Forstner all coming in. Let's see what Wansing does. Here comes Spalding, Schaff, Greg Smith. Noah Bowman also coming to pit road. So this is going to kind of bring the remaining trucks in. 2 retirees, Brandon Steele, Justin Collins. Travis Downing on pit road already. Where is Galen Gidman? He is coming through turns 3 and 4 as our leaders are ready to roll out. He's got 2.5 seconds on Adam Vinny. Lawrence behind that, then Boyd, Bigelow, Mackey, Fields, Everett. Seth Wansing is on the apron. He's ahead of your leader, but not for long because the leader coming by right there. Where will he blend in? There should be Adam Vinny coming behind. That's Reed Rundle's going to duck in there. We know Vinny took left side tires. So about 8 to 10 laps. Ryan Kemba on pit road. Heads for his pit stall. I don't know what is wrong with the 10 truck of Downing, but he is in the pits. Galen Gidman out in front by 1.9 seconds over Adam Vinny, and then Seth Wansing is right behind that. Reed Rundle just a few truck lengths back. It's about 0.8 of a second. Then it's about another 0.8, maybe just a tick more to Doyle Lawrence in 5th. Forstner, Boyd, Spalding, Smith, Bigelow, Mackey through 11th. Fields, Bowman, Michael Everett in 14th, Schaff, Kemba, and King. And Scotty King cross the grass, and that'll put Tiny Dancer on the hook, and he will probably be done. Still 1.4 seconds, and about the time these guys get to Mr. Gidman, it'll be about time for him to dip off and go refill the tank. He's probably going to try to get to about lap 28. And that'll leave him 32 laps. That's well within the window to make it on one more stop from there. What he'll do with tires, that's going to be the interesting part. He went in early. Ran 10 laps and then went in early. So we'll see how that strategy plays out. We have not had a caution. We're about to complete lap number 21, so we're just past a third of the way. Father Time cruising around. Got a 3-truck battle going on. Smith, Boyd, and Spalding. 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'm sorry. Brock Bigelow in 10th isn't that far off, and he and Mackey are trying to do some drafting. Try to catch up to these guys. But Gidman has now been caught by Adam Vinny. And Gidman is about 5 or so laps away from pitting. And Vinny moves to the inside coming out of turn 2. And Adam Vinny trying to sneak by the 94, and he's going to get it done down the backstretch. So Vinny back to the lead. Gidman second, Wansing is third. Rundle, Lawrence through your top 5. There's Mike Forstner. And Brock Bigelow around Kevin Spalding, now working on Greg Smith as he and Mackey caught up to this group. See guys running the bottoms, guys running the top side. We're going to go watch Galen Gidman here in a couple more laps and see where he is at for trying to get to pit road. I saw a lot of hand movement out of the driver in the 21 truck through that windshield. He was wrestling that truck to get it off of turn number 4. Smith with the slide job up the hill, and Boyd just cut it down right when he got there. Got out of that wash real quick like. Bigelow had to back off a little bit getting in the corner because he had no air on the nose. Let's go back up front because Vinny has gotten away by 1.3 seconds over Gidman. I got to feel like Gidman's going to pit the next couple of laps because Wansing is reeling him in as well. And he is doing something completely different than the rest of the field. He pitted out of second place on lap number 10. And should have left him exactly 50 laps, which 2 stops, 2 full fuel run stops. And we'll see if he takes lefts or rights on this next one. He's very good at making the in-race adjustments to offset what he's given up on his tires for grip by loosening or tightening up his race car. He's real good at making those in-race adjustments. He's on the very bottom. I feel like he's going to pit road, and I couldn't have been more correct. It was about time. So now we're going to see, does he do 2, does he do 4? Because he didn't take any on the first stop. Only driver on pit road right now. The other drivers are going to go about another 8 or 9 laps before they have to pit again. There's so much going on inside these trucks with these drivers. They have to be everything. Engineer, crew chief, strategist, driver. Right side tires for Gidman. And he's away. And Vinny's around on the front stretch, and he'll put him a lap down. Wansing will go by as well. Rundle will come by. Lawrence may be the truck that he blends in front of. Then it will be. He'll be right behind Wansing, and he'll be on fresh right side tires. So we'll see the leaders in about, 7 to 9 laps. Maybe, I think it's about 7 to 9 laps. All head for pit road. Technically, they're in their window now for 2 15-lap runs as we are exactly halfway. Vinny has a 2.8-second lead over Wansing. There goes Gidman on the fresher tires, and he will reel Vinny in and unlap himself the natural way probably right about the time we get to pit stops for all these guys. Reed Rundle having a great race, running in third right now. 5.7 seconds off the lead. Lawrence is 7.8 seconds off the lead, and Forstner, top 5 run, 9.3 seconds off the lead right now. While we wait for pit stop cycle to come back up, reminder tomorrow night, about 9 o'clock Eastern, maybe a few minutes before, we'll go live. Tuesday Night Thunder and the True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by Beef O'Brady's will take to Kansas Speedway for round 1 of season 28. A lot of these same guys will be there. We'll see if defending series champ Casey Graves can kick off the season defending his title. It looks like Adam Vinny's got this one in hand pretty good. We'll see if anything can be a mistake getting on and off pit road, but He's got 2 stops left. And that guy behind him, well, that guy behind him only has 1. And he's about to unlap himself. We're keeping our eye on Adam Vinny, waiting to see if he's going to head for pit road. We're running pretty near a second slower than the fastest laps of the race right now. Gidman, Clean Air, will get behind. He'll stay out on the outside, and he should unlap himself from Vinny right there. He's still 16th, but we haven't gotten through pit cycle yet, and Gidman got loose, and that'll break his momentum a little bit. Now he'll get clear. He should be okay in the clear air. Vinny's still out front. Wansing is still in second. Rundle is still third. Truck headed for pit road. Looks like the 88 of Doyle Lawrence. Michael Everett is also on pit road. Garrett Boyd, Brock Bigelow on pit road as well. Lawrence pits out of 5th, and then Bigelow and Boyd behind. We're right behind him. Looking to see is Adam Vinny coming in. Adam Vinny's going to come in. They started the cycle. He is going to make sure that he gets on it. Wansing is going to go by. What is Rundle going to do? He's going to head for pit road. Forstner's headed for pit road. Greg Smith going to head for pit road. Brandon Mackey's going to head for pit road. So Seth Wansing going to lead a lap. There's Gidman in traffic. Everett coming out of the pits, and Gidman will go right by him. Jay Schaff stayed out as well. He runs second. He's 21.5 seconds off of Seth Wansing right now. Adam Vinny rolling it back out. And here comes Gidman. There goes Gidman. About 10 to 12 laps, we'll see Galen Gidman head for pit road. He's got a set of left side tires. He'll need enough fuel to get to the end. Seth Wansing on pit road, diving into his pit stall. Let's see what Wansing's going to do here for tires. Right side. Putting fuel in the 5 truck. Left side's going on, so Wansing did not take tires on the first run. Right behind Rundle. They'll come out side by side. Gidman, Vinny, and Kamba. As Kamba was second, now is third. Has Kamba been to pit road a second time? Ryan Kamba has not been to pit road for his second pit stop. So 204 truck. Let's watch him see, does he go in this time? And he does. On the binders pretty hard. And heading in. So it's 2.65 seconds from Galen Gidman to Adam Vinny. Seth Wansing will assume the third position here, and he is a full 12 seconds behind your 2 leaders. Reed Rundle. What happened to Reed Rundle? And Reed Rundle must have sped onto or off of pit road because he is headed around on the apron and coming out of pit road again. That or something broke on the 43. I'm not sure. He had the 2-minute pit stop, so he must have got caught speeding. Gidman will probably go in the next 8 to 9 to 10 laps. He's got Michael Everett on the outside trying to get back on the lead lap, and Everett's going to get it done right there. 1.6 seconds to Vinny. It is 10 seconds to Seth Wansing. Wansing's going to have to do a fuel stop for just enough fuel to get to the end anytime in the next 5 to 15 laps. Doyle Lawrence, Mike Forstner still your top 5. Greg Smith is catching up to Forstner now. Then Garrett Boyd and Brock Bigelow, nose to tail, and Brandon Mackey is in that as well. Kevin Spalding 10th, Noah Bowman, Jay Schaff, Wade Fields, Michael Everett just unlapped himself, and now we're looking at Ryan Kamba, who is the only truck not on the lead lap, and he is trying to get himself back onto the lead lap. Vinny's closing the gap. We knew this would happen. We knew for sure this would happen. Working on lap 39, going to come to lap 40 here the next time we come by the start-finish line. We'll have about 20 laps to go. Gidman has left side tires left. Vinny going to go for the lead right here. And he had it that time by, but not by much. Gidman in the middle. Vinny goes by, so Vinny back to the point. Wansing is still third. Doyle Lawrence and Mike Forstner 4 and 5. Then we start to stack them up. Smith, Bigelow, Mackey, Boyd. Kevin Spalding still in 10th. So Gidman is on a completely different strategy. I got to feel like he is going to wait until the last second. Dip off to pit road trying to undercut these guys. Will it work out for him? He'll have left side tires still in the bank. Everybody else going to be out of tires. Michael Everett in 14th, about to be inhaled by the leader, and he'll go back to being a lap down. Doyle Lawrence is starting to close the gap ever so slightly on Seth Wansing. And Forstner isn't that far behind either. Galen Gidman on pit road for his final stop with 17 laps to go. He's got left side tires still in the bank. Didn't take tires on lap 10 when he stopped. Took right sides on lap 27, 28. Bound to see left sides go on this time. And the 94 trying to undercut everybody. We'll see how long Vinny stays out. And there it is. Fuel and left side tires, and away he goes. Here comes Adam Vinny. He will get him. He will put him a lap down. Gidman's going to come off of turn 2 right here, and Vinny and company will be right behind him. You can see him in the frame. How long does Vinny wait to go in? He's probably going to try to do a short splash fuel, so he's probably going to try to stay as close as he can. It's 40.7 seconds right now. Seth Wansing is still about 5.7 seconds behind Adam Vinny. This is the guy that's probably the best in the series at saving fuel. Hasn't been able to do it tonight. Scotty, what happened to you, Tiny Dancer? Get a little loose? Doyle Lawrence is still third. But he is 8 seconds off the leader. He's only about 2.6 seconds behind Wansing. Greg Smith is on pit road. Late dive off for the 6 truck. Here comes Bigelow and Mackey as well. Now puts Garrett Boyd up to 5th. Vinny is staying right in behind. He's staying about the same distance behind Gidman. He's probably got his draft. Gidman hasn't been able to break it. There goes Lawrence to second, Forstner to third. Wansing's on pit road. Mackey and Bigelow rolling off pit road. So the final cycle has started with 13 laps to go. It's going to be 12 this time by. So we'll watch the 5 truck and see what he does here. I think he's only got left side tires left. Maybe he had no tires. Yeah, he's on his last. He's on the only other set he had, and here he goes. He's rolling away. There goes Vinny. So Vinny, Lawrence, Forstner, Boyd, and Bowman the top 5. Gidman is 6th. But he is almost a full lap down. There goes your leader past Seth Wansing. And he still has to make a pit stop, does Adam Vinny. So we'll see how this shakes down. Garrett Boyd is on pit road. We'll watch the 21 truck. Into his pit stall. Should be fuel only. And he should drop and go. That's a lot of fuel. There he goes. Doyle Lawrence, Mike Forstner to pit road. That leaves only Adam Vinny still and Noah Bowman on track without pitting at this point. And now the gap's starting to open up. Wansing is the next truck to try to unlap himself. And Vinny's staying on track. He is trying to run this down for a splash. Wansing is closing in. Bowman second. Gidman is third. And then here is your 4th place truck. Leader right in front of him. Comes Brandon Mackey. Mackey must have got a penalty. He had to go back in. Tough break for the 99. This time Vinny drops to the inside. This may be it. He may be going in right here. He was within a lap or two of having to go anyway, just by the math. And he will head down pit road. So we'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on Galen Gidman, as Gidman is right behind Bowman. There goes Bowman. He'll come off of turn 4. See if he dips in. That's out of 2, and here comes Gidman. Gidman's going to go by. Gidman knows that the leader went to pit road. And he knows that Seth Wansing is right behind him. So Vinny going to roll away. Gidman is going by the stripe now, so Gidman will get the lead. And he might not. It might be really tight. But Galen Gidman's on the left side tires, fresher than the 64. We'll see if they equal out. As Vinny is coming off of pit road. And he's in front of Gidman and Wansing. They were all in the frame. Bowman is right there, but Bowman still needs to make a stop. And he's going to head for pit road this time. 24 truck slow, dropping off. So Wansing will go by. 2.7 seconds from the leader, Vinny. Vinny is right in front of Galen Gidman. Seven to go this time. Your top two are literally nose to tail. 2.6 seconds ahead of third place, Seth Wansing. Then it's Lawrence, Forstner, Smith, Boyd, Bigelow. All right, now it's a game of cat and mouse. Who's going to have the right position? Gidman right to the bumper and then backs off. 6 to go this time by. It looks like he is simply stalking his prey. Now dives to the inside. I don't think he's going to go for the pass. He might. Vinny's going to keep him down. You don't want to do it on the inside. You absolutely don't want to make this pass on the inside if you can avoid it. But he's going to stay right there. Now he's going to draft down the backstretch. A good run for the 94. Can he drive it in deep and clear the 64? Maybe not this time. Out of turn 4. Slide across the nose and a new leader. With 5 to go, the wave lap. Gidman to the point. Gidman going to see if his stuff is still better. Right in behind the 64. Got a little snug there. 64 might have got a little loose, and it lets Gidman get to the high side. Good run out of the 94. Now he goes clean to the point. Who's it going to be? 4 to go this time by. 2.1 seconds to the 5 truck. Then he found a little fence out of 4 right there. Just a nick. But it was enough to slow him down. Got a little tight behind the 94 that time. Followed him down in the corner and left about 2 car lengths. 3 to go. We see this every week. These guys get so spread out. And then at the end, all your leaders start to come back together. That time, Gidman's clear by about 4 truck lengths. Vinny drove it deep into 1. Will it pay off out of 2? Got behind and got a little bit of that dirty air wash. 2.3 seconds to Wansing in third. It's another 7.5 seconds to Doyle Lawrence in fourth, and another 2.5 seconds to Forstner in fifth. We're watching the lead battle because this time out of turn number 4, it's 2 to go. Gidman stayed one lane up, and that opened it up another truck length on Vinny. One more time up the backstretch. We'll come to the white. Does Vinny have anything left in the 64 to go get the win? Got it down on the bottom in 3 and 4. Couldn't hang on to it. Up the hill he went. And he went there pretty quickly. White flag this time by. Wansing's 2.6 seconds. They're opening the gap. It's almost 4/10 now this time. Looks like Gidman let whatever was left in the 94 truck out. And he's opened it up enough. I don't think Vinny can get there. It's desperation mode. Into 3 and 4. Out for the final time. The season opener will go to the 94 of Galen Gidman. Adam Vinny in the 64. Second, Seth Wansing. Third in the 5 truck, Doyle Lawrence. Fourth, and Mike Forstner is going to come home fifth. Boyd, Bigelow, Schaff, Bowman, Mackey, Spalding, Fields, Everett, Kamba, Rundle, King, Downing, Steele, and Jacob Collins will round out the field. Oh, we got to change that real quick. We didn't even see that that was like that, but he's not the winner, folks. Great run and awesome finish. Off strategy, and it pays off for Gidman. Vinny, a valiant effort and an awesome run for the 64 to start off his title defense. Starting to grabbing drivers and moving them around. Seth Wansing, you got a copy.
I got you.
Man, what a race. Flag to flag. You're going to come home third, about 2.7 seconds off the leaders. Tell me what the difference was tonight between you and those front 2 trucks.
I don't think there's a lot of difference speed-wise. I'm just dumb when it comes to strategy. My numbers were off, and I took 4 on that second stop, and I should have just stayed out on those 4 and kept running them down. And then I saw Galen pit, but I was still gaining time on him after he came back out in front of Adam, and I should have done what Adam did, which was just take a shot, because I had fresher tires in both of them. But when you have the draft and everything like that, you kind of drive away from a guy if you don't have come out with that draft. So, hindsight's 2020. I should have stayed out a little longer till about 5 or 6 to go, like Adam did, and just kept chopping into Adam's lead there on 4 tires, and then just kind of or pit like a lap before him and take a little less fuel. And but you know, not to beat tonight, and those 2 guys were uber fast, so it would have been hard to beat them regardless. But definitely the 3 best trucks probably finished 1, 2, 3. And we'll move on to next week, and yeah.
All right, well, we're going to have a week off next week for the trucks. We're going to race the B cars tomorrow night, and then we'll be back on the 18th to kick it all off again. A good start to the season. This puts you in a lot better points position than you were coming back last season. So maybe a podium finish, and that's going to get you going right. Maybe you can keep this thing up here in the top 5 all week, or all season long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's a lot better starting point, and hopefully we don't miss too many races. I know the B car is going to be a lot harder for me to make as we roll into football season here, but Monday night should be okay for me. So I'm going to really hone in on the truck. Hopefully I can make my home race at Kansas tomorrow night. If not, that stinks, but I'd love to run it. But, hey, like you said, a lot better starting point out to start the season.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. Any shout-outs, any thank yous before we let you go?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for broadcasting, and then thank everybody at DSRN. Um, and then King's RoadHouse, Midwest Barbecue Equipment, Fitz Automotive Services, Edmund Trophy, Scott King Designs, um, and then the admin team. And then just personal shout outs, everybody watching at home. You for and Larry Moody for the Badass Sim Rig, Midwest Barbecue, Rocking K Logistics, and Anheuser-Busch County Beverage and Hooray Grills. So we'll move on to next week and see if we can't get a W there.
All right, man. Congrats on the run tonight. I'll look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow night. And if not, we'll see you back on the 18th.
Yep, we'll see you.
Seth Wansing, third tonight in the season opener. Now let's move on. Your defending series champ. We talked to him pre-race. He had some pretty high hopes, and man, that was one hell of a battle at the end of this thing, Adam Vinny.
Oh, that was super fantastic. Yeah, raced me clean, and yeah, I knew it was going to be fun, and that's what it was. It was a whole lot of fun there with Galen, so hats off to him. Drove a heck of a race.
Well, we see you guys all get spread out and get separated and get distance between you throughout the race. And then it always seems like at the end of every one of these, the top 3, 4, 5, even 6 trucks all seem to come back together. I know you had a strategy. I know you had a plan. Did you think it was going to be that close after the last pit stop that you 3 would be within 2.5 seconds of each other?
Yeah, just before I had to pit that last one, Galen came out ahead of me, and he was slowly pulling away. So I'm like, man, I really got to have like a perfect stop, but I have a feeling he's going to pass me on track. Luckily, I was able to pull out in front of him and fend him off for a little bit, but just my tires were just absolute toast. It was I had my hands full for sure, but yeah, I mean, I thought I had a pretty good strategy, but yeah, like you said, it was back and forth, and I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Well, there at the end, it looked like he was just kind of stalking you because he'd run right up to your bumper with 10, 8, 7 laps to go. And then all of a sudden he starts moving. You guys are back and forth. Just kind of seemed like maybe a little bit of bad air, and it really kind of got your tires kind of out of shape there.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, if I can give him some dirty air, maybe he'll push the nose of his truck and burn up the right front a little more than it would burn my rears, but that definitely was not the case. He did a fantastic job getting that nose under the rear of my truck and getting it all upset, and it seemed like he was able to keep his tires a little better than I did at the end there.
Well, an awesome job. You're going to qualify fourth, gets you started off with some good points. Second place on the finish, so not too shabby in points. Good start to the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely take it. Definitely could be worse, right?
Absolutely. Could have been on the hook on lap 4 or 5. You never know. We didn't have any caution tonight, so
Oh, yeah.
that's a good thing. But, man, give me some shout-outs. Give me some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and go celebrate a great run to start the season off.
Yeah, I appreciate King's RoadHouse coming on here, and Midwest Barbecue Equipment, Fitz Automotive, Edmund Trophy Awards, Scotty King Designs, you as always, Roger, and the Dirt Racing Network, and just the admin crew and just everybody that puts this on. A whole heck of a lot of fun. Beard Wisconsin, Next Level Litigation Support, Wabam, Secure Lift. Got some news coming up with them, which I'm thoroughly excited about. But just everybody.
Cool.
And again, hats off to Galen and good run by Seth. So, yeah, thank you everybody, my parents, everybody. Greatly appreciate it.
All right, man. Good run tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday night over at Midwest.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Roger. Thanks, everybody.
Adam Vinny, second tonight. And it took an unorthodox strategy, but it paid off in the end. Galen Gidman coming home with the win tonight, guys. Galen, I got to ask you, that early pit, was there ever a concern that things were just going to fall funky and not go the way you needed them to?
I mean, I guess there's always a concern, right? But I mean, I won't go into all the reasons I was thinking about doing it that way, but I felt pretty good about it, right? So, yeah, I kind of had that plan from actually well before the race started, and it worked out.
There towards the end, you come out after your last stop. You're right behind the leader. It looked to me like you didn't hustle too much to try to get around him, but you get around him. He goes and pits. When he comes out, you two are neck and neck. Were you toying with your food at that point, just waiting for the last 5 to make the move?
So I could tell just by the speed his car was at different runs that he had taken left sides on the first stop and taken right sides on the second, which meant he was going to have nothing on the final run. And I had taken nothing the first stop, then right sides, then left sides. So I knew I was going to have slightly better tires than he did. But I was also super tight. In fact, like just being honest, this was one of the most difficult races I've run in a long, long time. With the tire strategy and the way that the track was wearing, man, that second run, I made a huge adjustment to compensate for the right sides, and I was just crashing loose. I'm sorry, the third run, I was just crashing loose the whole time, and then more than reversed that adjustment on the left sides, and I'm super tight that last run, but I knew he was on worse tires, and I could see he was just super loose. So I'm like, as long as I don't do anything stupid and miss a corner and knock down the wall, like I'm gonna have a chance. But I was so tight that I was still worried about it for sure.
Well, it's an awesome job. You're going to start the season off with the pole and a win. That's a huge advantage in points. We're going to get to see the 94 maybe a little more because we're a little better in points than we started off last year.
I don't know. I got to look at the schedule and see if the league admins gave us a fun slate here. So that'll depend.
It's always a fun slate, sir. I know the league admins that put the schedule together. It's always fun. Challenging, but it's going to be fun.
Hey, man, tonight was a lot of fun and challenging. So both of those tonight for sure.
All right, man. We'll give you some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate the season opener win at Autoclub.
King's RoadHouse, Midwest Barbecue Equipment, Fitz's Automotive Services, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, Digital Sim Sports, DSRL, all of you guys, admin team, Larry, Mike, Scott, Garrett, yourself, just everybody that makes this possible. And I got to throw out a good shout out to Adam. He had a chance to race me dirty, and I had a chance to race him dirty, and I thought we ran it close, but we never touched, and I appreciate that. He's a really good driver.
Well, an awesome job, man. Way to kick off the season. I can't wait to see you back tomorrow night over in the big car at Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to talk again.
All right, man. Congrats, and I will see you in a little while.
See ya.
Galen Gidman kicking off the season with the win here, and he had to fight the defending champ for it, and they put on one hell of a show. That was awesome. Great racing by everybody. That is going to do it for us here tonight. Please tune in tomorrow night about the 9 o'clock Eastern time, maybe 5-10 minutes before, as we go live to kick off the season with the stock car series over there at Kansas Speedway. And then Wednesday night, Midwest Truck Series. Michael Everett and the boys over there at Midwest Truck Series. Getting down to the last 3 races, I think, for the season. So the points are getting tight. It's going to be a challenge for the rest of the year, so make sure that you bookmark us. If you have not already, like, share, follow on Facebook. Subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. You'll know every time we go live. Want to thank you all for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing, there is nothing for us to cover. So a big high five and a pat on the back all the way around for that. Until we see you the next time, peace and love to everybody.